Hello friends, in this video we are going to study the topic towards civil disobedience. 12 मार्च 1930 को स्वतंत्रता संग्राम के नेता मोहनदास करमचंद गांधी ने नमक पर ब्रिटिश सरकार को एकाधिकार के विरोध में समुद्र किनारे एक उग्र मार्च शुरू किया। भारत में सविनय अवज्ञा आंदोलन ब्रिटिश शासन के खिलाफ सबसे बड़ा साहसिक कार्य था। Now we will study the notes. Mahatma Gandhi in February 1922 decided to roll back the non-cooperation movement. The Chauri Chaura incident occurred at Chauri Chaura in Gorakhpur district of United Province on 4th February 1922. A peaceful demonstration in Bazaar turned into a violent clash with the police. The incident led to the death of 3 civilians and 22 or 23 policemen. चौरी चौरा उत्तर प्रदेश में गोरखपुर के पास का एक कस्बा है जहां 4 फरवरी 1922 को भारतीयों ने ब्रिटिश सरकार की एक पुलिस चौकी को आग लगा दी थी, जिसमें उसमें छुपे हुए 22 पुलिस कर्मचारी जिंदा जल के मर गए थे। इस घटना को चौरी चौरा कांड के नाम से जाना जाता है। Gandhi felt that satyagrahis needed to be properly trained before they would be ready for mass struggles. Mahatma Gandhi called a halt to the non-cooperation movement. Different views within the Congress. Some leaders within the Congress were tired of mass struggle and wanted to participate in the election to the provincial councils set up by the Government of India Act of 1919. They felt it was important to oppose British policies within the councils. C.R. Das, Motilal Nehru, N.C. Kelkar formed the Swaraj Party within the Congress to argue for a return to council politics. But young leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose argued for more forceful mass agitation and for full independence. Agitation means the situation in which people protest or argue, especially public. In the situation of internal debate and discussion, 2 factors again shaped Indian politics towards the late 1920s. The first was the effect of the worldwide economic depression, and the second was exit cultural prices, which began to fall from 1926 and collapsed after 1930. Under these circumstances, Simon Commission was constituted under John Simon. साइमन कमीशन की नियुक्ति ब्रिटिश प्रधानमंत्री ने सर जॉन साइमन के नेतृत्व में की थी। इस कमीशन में 7 सदस्य थे, जो सभी ब्रिटेन की संसद के मनोनीत सदस्य थे। यही कारण था कि इसे श्वेत कमीशन कहा गया। साइमन कमीशन की घोषणा 8 नवंबर 1927 ईस्वी को की गई। कमीशन को इस बात की जांच करनी थी कि क्या भारत इस लायक हो गया है कि वहां लोगों को संवैधानिक अधिकार दिए जाएं। इस कमीशन में किसी भी भारतीय को शामिल नहीं किया गया, जिस कारण इसका बहुत ही तीव्र विरोध हुआ। Now we will see the notes. The main objective of Simon Commission was to review the functioning of the constitutional system in India and suggest changes. Indian leaders opposed the commission as there were no Indians in it. When the commission arrived in India in 1928, it was greeted with the slogan "Simon, go back." All parties, including the Congress and the Muslim League, participated in the demonstration. डिमांड ऑफ पूर्ण स्वराज। 1929 के कांग्रेस अधिवेशन में की गई थी। पूर्ण स्वराज की मांग 31 दिसंबर 1929 को कांग्रेस के लाहौर अधिवेशन में जवाहरलाल नेहरू की अध्यक्षता में प्रस्ताव पारित कर भारत के लिए पूर्ण स्वराज की मांग की गई थी। Now we will see the notes. In October 1929, the Viceroy, Lord Irwin, announced an uncertain offer of dominion status. The meaning of dominion status is dominion status as in colonial India was a system under which major sections of administration would come under British rule and other would governed by Indian representatives. For India and a round table conference to discuss future constitutions. In December 1929, under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru, the Lahore Congress formalized the demand of Purna Swaraj or full independence for India. It was also declared that 26th January 1930 would be celebrated as the Independence Day, when people were to take a pledge to struggle for complete independence. The Salt March and the Civil Disobedience Movement. महात्मा गांधी ने 12 मार्च 1930 में अहमदाबाद के पास स्थित साबरमती आश्रम से दांडी गांव तक 24 दिनों का पैदल मार्च निकाला था। दांडी मार्च, जिसे नमक मार्च, दांडी सत्याग्रह के रूप में भी जाना जाता है, 1930 में महात्मा गांधी के द्वारा अंग्रेज सरकार के नमक के ऊपर कर लगाने के कानून के विरुद्ध किया आंदोलन था। Now we will see the notes. Mahatma Gandhi found that salt was a powerful symbol that could unite the nation. He wrote a letter to Viceroy Irwin urging 11 demands, which included the demand to abolish the salt tax. The tax on salt and the government's monopoly over its production revealed the most cruel side of British rule. Irwin was not ready to talk upon the demands. Then Gandhiji took the decision to launch the movement. The Civil Disobedience Movement. ब्रिटिश हुकूमत के नमक अधिनियमों के अनुसार भारतीय के आहार में नमक एकत्र करने और बेचने से भारतीयों को प्रतिबंधित किया था। नागरिकों को ब्रिटिश से महत्वपूर्ण खनिज खरीदने के लिए मजबूर किया गया और नमक पर भारी कर भी लगा दिया गया। हालांकि भारत के गरीबों को कर से सबसे अधिक नुकसान हुआ था, क्योंकि भारतीयों को नमक की बहुत आवश्यकता थी। Now we will see the notes. Along with 78 followers, Gandhiji started his march from Sabarmati Ashram on 12th March 1930 for Dandi, the coastal town of Gujarat. On 6th April, he reached Dandi and ceremonially violated the salt law. He manufactured salt by boiling sea water. This marked the beginning of the civil disobedience movement. As the movements spread, foreign clothes were boycotted, liquor shops were picketed. Picketed means a worker or group of workers who protest outside a building to prevent other workers from going inside. Peasants refused to pay revenue and chowkidari taxes. Village officials resigned. In many places, forest people violated forest laws. Worried by the ongoing movement, the colonial government began arresting the Congress leaders one by one. Calling of the civil disobedience movement. Peaceful satyagrahis were attacked, women and children were beaten, and about 1 lakh people were arrested. When a prominent leader, Abdul Ghaffar Khan, was arrested on April 1930, angry crowd demonstrated in Peshawar and several violent incidents were reported. In such a situation, Mahatma Gandhi once again decided to call off the movement and entered into a pact with Irwin on 5th March 1931. Relaunching of civil disobedience movement. In December 1931, Gandhiji went to London for the Round Table Conference. But the decision was of no use and he returned disappointed. Back in India, he found that Congress had been declared illegal. Abdul Ghaffar Khan and Jawaharlal Nehru both were in jail. So, Mahatma Gandhi relaunched the civil disobedience movement. This movement was continued for a year and lost its momentum by the year 1934.